we started off the year with a lot of celebrating, 50 years. And we got to celebrate with old staff, old friends, old clients. We've had the first OT that was here, the first speech path has come, and many people who have had many different roles. And it was just great to be able to celebrate 50 years of 5 counties. And so we were able to celebrate in all our communities. And we had a lot of attention paid to us, which was just wonderful. We had a lot of great awareness. We had all our MPPs come out. Most of our MPs come out as well, and to hear the story of 5 counties, to celebrate with us. And we also have the Minister, Michael Parsa, the Minister of Children and Community Social Service, come out for his 3rd visit in his short time. So we definitely punch above our weight class. I think also a big thanks to Bill and getting the stories out and telling the stories, and you guys helping us share that through kind of a lot of that great piece. We saw 195 news items this year about 5 counties. We are seen as a leader in our community. We're also seen outside of our Peterborough, Northumberland, Kawartha area as a organization that is doing different things, trying new things, and looking at ways to make things work. And even though it was our 50th year, we got recognized in all our communities as Nonprofit of the Year in Peterborough, as well as in Lindsay. And in Cobourg, we won our 2nd annual award for the health and wellness category, which we were previously the not-for-profit. So it's really, really just kudos to the work and the groundwork that's been done by everyone. I'm really pleased this year that we were able to hire in some of positions from our leadership group internally, which was something that we hadn't been able to do in the most recent years. And we did that through training them, educating them, promoting them, and growing them. So we had Nicole and Venny and Katie, all within the last 2 years, take on really important leadership roles, which is always a challenge because you're taking some of your best therapists, as Darlene knows, and moving them out of care into the management team. But we will be stronger because of it. You heard Ziad talk about the incredible employee opinion survey, and that is something that we are quite proud of, and we keep striving for. In our low marks, we try to make better, and we try to have a really personal, close relationship with all the team, with all the staff, and that's something that we take a lot of pride on. And so, and as you heard, well, we didn't hit the big numbers that we did the year before in fund development. We still did pretty strong. We definitely put money in the coffer, and we had a 32% increase in individual donors and a 32% increase in number of donors, a number of donations. And so that just really lays the groundwork of just getting people and connecting people. And as I shared at a previous board meeting, we're already doing extremely well for this fiscal year. We're almost at the goal for just a few months in. So big thanks to Lynn and her team for that work. And then running an organization like this, we can't just do it based on the amount of hours we have for our employees. We definitely need the supports of all of you and many other individuals who donate their time, their efforts, sometimes, many times, sometimes just once, but it all matters. And we had 356 people volunteer at 5 counties this year for a total of over 1,400 hours. So that is a big jump for us, and we're really excited to see that. As Hugh shared, we are in a strong financial position. I'd like to point to the work that we've done in Cobourg with being able to essentially pay that mortgage down, which will be just in a couple months. It'll be completely paid, and that's 8 years ahead of schedule. So that is quite great, and I think that puts us in a really good position in the future for what we're planning to do in Lindsay. The other piece is we're trying, on the thought leadership side of our strategic plan, we're trying to be an influencer at the province level. A lot of the work that Darlene and her team are doing in terms of being creative with our autism pathways and ways to be able to diagnose when we're not having much funding in the community for that. We're not being encouraged to do that, but yet we're still finding the ways because that's what our community needs and that's what the families need. So we're really excited about that. We've had good inroads with this current administration. We were able to go to Queen's Park and advocate, and we did get a 2% increase in our funding this year when we were being told nothing was coming. So I think that's really hopeful for years to come, that we do have someone who will listen and who will meet with us. We have the great work that's going on with our Ontario Autism Program, where we're looking at our abilities in action, where we're creating essentially a response to the Ontario Autism Program, where staff are signing up, and they're going to be working in all our sites to be able to offer families a source to be able to utilize those funds. I think we have almost 15 families signed up just after the first a little over a month. And so we're quite pleased with that. The other thing I really like about that is we can only do that when we're in good shape in terms of staffing. And as of right now, we only have one full-time position vacancy in the entire organization. And that is a lot of hard work. Thank you to Karen and a ton of clinical staff that she taps on the shoulder on a regular basis to go to Western, to go to McMaster, to go to anywhere and everywhere. And it's wonderful because we have that clinical team who will go, and it's very important from an OT to talk to an OT, an SLP to talk to an SLP. So that is quite great. And then basically, another key, we were able to open the Coburg backyard, and as you heard me, we had 1,000 kids through there. And so that is excellent. And so we want to see that duplicated here. As for those who don't know, we had over $350,000 donation just last month for our Peterborough backyard, and so it's going to help us do some really cool things there. In terms of the clinical performance and the organizational performance, we hit our indicators and white times, financial indicators, client satisfaction, employee engagement, clients served, which was I think a couple hundred more than the previous year, up 6%. The number of visits were up 9.5%, and as well we hit our indicators for compliments and concerns. And finally, I will say that we had the retirement officially of Dr. Mary Thane for the 4th or 5th time, but she's serious now. We actually gave up her license, so there's no way of kind of sneaking her back. But Darlene has done a fabulous job, and Elizabeth Carmichael as well, in recruiting Dr. Chris Montgomery to our Coburg Clinic, and he is seeing families throughout our communities. I was there just 2 weeks ago when he was there, and we had a mom come from Bobcaygeon just to be able to see the pediatrician. And then that hasn't stopped there. Darlene is making inroads with Dr. Caitlin Wilson and Dr. Zoe Nugent, and they're both here doing support, and we're trying to get them more. So that is the CEO report for this year. We've got a lot of cool things planned for this upcoming year. We're already doing them. Most importantly is our strategic planning session in October.